Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I just wanted to do a quick video on my first impressions of Voice. And all I can say is, it's time to buy more EOS. I could say that again. It's time to buy more EOS. After taking a look at the Voice social media platform, which I was able to join the beta, I have been seeing that the way that it operates is just so clean. It's so new. It's so fresh. It has a lot of similarities, in my opinion, to Reddit and Medium, and it's kind of like a blend of those. And it really has an interesting and unique way of being able to present content in a way that I think will be refreshing for a lot of people, in addition to being able to have verified users with real IDs on the blockchain. And I hear a lot of people complaining about, in the crypto influencer space, that there is no privacy because you have to give your information and a third party gets your information. Well, I've got news for you. If you've been born after 1960s, you've had your blood drawn and it's gone into a UN database. If you were alive after 9/11, you've had 24/7 surveillance. You've been tracked, you've been traced, you've been databased. Every single time you get in your car, you have hundreds, if not thousands, of cameras pointed at your vehicle. You have to use your ID for everything nowadays. You have to use your ID to be able to operate a vehicle and register that. To be able to get a haircut, you have to use your ID in many places. You have to use your ID for almost everything nowadays, and even more so once the Real ID is fully implemented across the US. And so the idea that you would have a online public forum where nobody knows who anybody is just doesn't line up with reality and what's going on in the rest of the world, as far as being accountable for your actions and your words and how you behave in public. And so I think that the idea that Voice would go ahead and let you be a real person on the blockchain and be able to distribute be able to distribute content freely is a absolute niche that needed to be filled. And the fact that they're able to fill it in such a great way will, I believe, be part of a huge adoption setup for EOS. I could easily see the way that the gamification works inside of Voice, where you make a post, you voice it, and then somebody else voices it to the top. You get your tokens back and then 10%, but then that's not where the only money to be made on that post is. If you get people who comment on it back and forth and have a discussion about it, just off that you'll get tokens as well. Excuse me. So I think that people aren't really taking those kinds of things into account. And not only that, but you'll be able to use Voice tokens to get the top voice of a certain post, and then you'll be able to rent that out for advertising in the future as they start to roll out more of the features and things that are coming. So my first impressions are absolutely great. I love it. I think that it's very easy to see, especially from a non-crypto perspective and people who are not crypto savvy. This is excellent for them. They're going to eat this up as soon as their favorite influencer tells them to join and follow them on there, which is exactly what Block One has planned, especially using things like the CAA, the Creative Artists Agency, and then obviously people who like major influencers through YouTube and Twitter and all these different ones, Instagram. You'll be able to follow your favorite people on there, and it'll all be a much better experience, in my opinion. And I also want to say that, you know, having that real identification, there's been a lot more positive discussions and not people trolling each other back and forth or ridiculing each other. And I expect that as well to change once we start getting people onboarded who are not a part of the crypto community and not a part of the whole movement itself. And, you know, we will start to see some of that. I think it'll be interesting to see who's the first person blocked off Voice. That's not my goal, but that would be an interesting thing to see who it is or what it's for and what they start to do about that. So these are just my first thoughts on Voice. I think I'm going to buy more EOS after taking a look at it. I think that this has a crazy opportunity, and I hope everybody liked this video. Stoffel Baker out.